Hello,
Hi.
darling.
Hi.
Not talking to you.
What the
Oh,
heck?
that's
Just kidding. Hello, darling.
It's been a long time. No.
Let's see if we can crank this up. Ready?
I'm ready.
I said, are you ready?
I am ready.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, this is King of the Hill. Just kidding. That's not my intro. Say it with me, everyone. Good evening and welcome to King of the Hill. I am your Dungeon Master, Bama Shocks, and this is a surprise, random, daytime one shot. And I am, of course, joined by the following cast of characters. Who do we have today? Aftershocks, you're first. Poor kid has stage fright.
Unmute yourself. Say your name, your character's name,
And what it is.
and what class and race you're playing.
What did he?
I love how much he unmuted to say that on stream.
Maybe the viewers don't know, okay?
If I had my character pulled up, I was trying to grab something.
Goes like this. Hi, I'm Aftershocks. I'm
Hi,
playing blah blah blah, who is a blah 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 blah.
Only everybody. Hello, I am Aftershock. Today I am playing Bobno. I am a Druid Dragonborn.
Munchie, that's your cue.
Hi, I'm Munchie. I'm playing Ulea, our tiefling blood hunter.
Oh, hi, and I'm Bama. I narrate for our dear pink lizard Sakura. Sakura today will be reprising her role as Sham Marlowe, our inquisitive rogue wizard person. Hell, I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Hi. I'm Colby. And today I'm playing Vogel Woundlander Overthgala. And I'm a male Goliath fighter battle master.
So every time you say his name, literally the only thing I can think of is the episode of George Lopez where God, what was Angie's dad's name? You go, why do we keep talking about Spencer Vogel? What is his fucking name?
I believe his name was, I want to say it's Victor, but I don't
yes,
think
Vic.
so.
Yes. Vic says, why do we keep bringing up Spencer Vogel? Anyway, so welcome to the Mage Tower. We're going to do a sloppy setup for this because it is designed to be a one-shot, and whatever happens, happens. God willing, TPK.
TPK means total party kill.
It is up to you to decide if you are traveling with one another or not. You are stumbling through a thunderstorm, running through the woods, seeking shelter. The canopy above is so thin it is not offering much shelter to you. You don't see any holes in the trees or anything, but you stumble out into a clearing. You spy one another, perhaps for the first time.
So yeah, you guys just see like a giant. He's literally a giant. He's 8 foot, 300-pound Goliath with full adamantine plate. It's probably something you've never seen before in your entire life. He's massive.
And Sam has chosen to hide. Clearly. You're a rogue bard. You do not see Sam,
Vogel couldn't hide if he wanted to.
so he doesn't try.
And Vogel's just gonna... Stupid trees! Stupid rain! Ugh! My college... My armor's starting to rust. Where am I gonna go? Do I see anybody else, or is it just me?
I mean, everybody should be there. Sam is hiding.
I know Sam's hiding.
So, Yulea, Kuntosh, what are you doing?
Who's Kuntosh?
Alex, I don't remember his fucking name.
It's Quadno.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
Nowhere near. That is nowhere near.
Yulea's kind of laughing at Vogel, at his distress. But she's also kind of looking around and seeing if she sees anybody else other than these.
Give me a perception check.
I'm gonna give you a perception check. If I can find it. Do I have advantage?
No.
No. Normal.
You see Vogel.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Do I see anywhere that I could take shelter, Bama?
Give me a perception check. I was going to give it to Yulea, but, well, as you see.
There it is.
Up ahead of you, you see a tall structure sticking out amongst the trees.
Vogel's just gonna look over at the two new people he's never met before, and he's gonna say, "Dragon Man, Witch Lady, Tower," and he's just basically gonna beeline for the tower.
Yulea is gonna follow behind him because he's really hard to miss.
Yeah, he's gonna carve a path.
Up ahead of you, you see a massively tall, dark stone tower. Windows spaced probably every 12 feet going up, and light, magical looking light of varying colors glinting through the windows. They're not very bright, but you notice them.
Is Quavnolk following us, or is he getting drenched?
He is getting drenched while following you, actually.
This weathered spire reaches high into the sky with its twisted, sinister form silhouetted ominously against the dimly lit horizon. An eerie fog seems to constantly permeate around the tower's wooded surroundings, its obscured base impossible to identify from any sort of distance.
Yeah, Vogel's just gonna he's basically sprinting to the tower, not even thinking about it. He's just thinking, "Oh God, I'm getting wet. Oh God, I'm getting wet."
And a disembodied voice behind you says, "Well, ain't that a damn impressive sight?"
Who said that? Was it you, Witch Lady? What about you, Dragon Boy?
Yulea shakes her head quickly and says, "No, I don't sound like that."
It is me, the Dark Lord Voldemort. Just kidding. Nah, look down, big guy.
What is Sam? Or is Sam a kobold as well?
At your feet is a small, grizzled old kobold. If I recall, he's wearing a trench coat and the hats they wore back when they were derby. No, it's not a derby.
Vogel's just gonna kind of crouch down and kind of look. It's funny little lizard man.
With
Do
a
you mean
cigar.
fedora?
Fedora. I do believe that's the right one. Derby's the ugly little bowl-looking hat.
And Vogel's gonna pat Sam on the head, like,
He puffs smoke into your face. Funny.
I don't know. Don't like getting wet. I'm going indoors.
As you approach, you notice there is no door, but there is an archway leading into the tower. Through the archway, dry throat. You can see into the bottom of the tower. It is a small room with moss-covered walls that appear to have odd symbols painted and carved into the masonry. In its center is a small altar with a stone arm extending from it like a gauntlet. Take you.
Take me there.
Hammer.
One of these things is a little bit bigger than all the others.
Hi.
Is. All right, back to the description. The stone arm has a hand on the end of it with something blue grasped firmly in its fist. However, when a creature attempts to pass through the entranceway, they will find themselves running into an invisible barrier that feels no different than running into a stone wall.
Huh? Let Vogel in.
Nothing happens. Well, there goes your dreams of being dry, see?
Vogel's just gonna take out his massive maul and he's going to hit the invisible whatever. The invisible wall that's not letting him in.
Roll for attack.
$30.
Which is a critical.
Yes, sir.
You rear back with your mighty, you said maul, right?
Yes, sir.
Mighty maul, and you just give it everything you got. This is the most perfect swing you have ever given in your life. It impacts this invisible barrier, and you watch as these stone-shaped cracks begin to appear in the invisible wall, and they just spreading. And then you watch as slowly they knit themselves back together.
Vogel's just getting frustrated now. He's not smart. So I'll let someone else have a chance if they want to try to do something, but if nobody else wants to do anything, I'm going to try hit it again.
Ulea's gonna pipe up and say, I think it's magical. I don't think you're gonna break it by fighting it.
You don't know that.
And then I'm gonna do an Arcana check to see if it's magical. Can I do that? Is that a thing I can do?
Arcana check to.
Yeah, cool. It's not gonna go well.
Yes, it's magical.
I was gonna say.
She's gonna turn to Sam and to Quavnolf and go, do you guys know how to detect magic?
And as you say this, Vogel's going to swing again.
He's just getting mad at this point.
This time, as you swing, you're frustrated. Sweat's beginning to beat upon your brow. Your swing is a little awkward, but you still feel it make purchase on the invisible barrier. And you watch as smaller cracks this time begin to appear, and then they disappear.
Vogel's just gonna. Ah!
And while you are all standing here discussing this, Sam says, it's magic. And Sam's going to examine the force field. As you go to examine the force field, all four of you feel an immense sense of dread strike you. I need a wisdom save from everybody.
Oof.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
And we get TPK before we get into the tower. I think we're just waiting for the
Is
dragon boy.
Quagmire rolled?
No, he can't find a D20.
How can you not find a D20 in this
That's
house?
what I'm saying. That's not a.
Like, I don't have my dice box open and I can see 2.
Well, go give the boy a D20 for God's sakes.
I'm kind of busy.
He just slammed his head on my desk, on the corner of it.
Oh, and now he has a concussion.
Are
Again.
you okay, dude? What's your wisdom modifier?
Mm-mm. He needs his save modifier, not just his wisdom modifier.
Oh, your save modifier. What's your save? Is your head okay? Did you hit your eye? No. Oh, okay.
What did he roll?
He rolled a 12.
Yeah, he should be fine.
Okay, you're fine.
Sam Vogel, this feeling of dread spreads through you. You feel it extending out to your arms and legs, and you slowly begin backing away from the barrier.
Vogel doesn't like this. This is not fun. He just wants inside. I don't want to be wet.
Euleia's gonna call him a pussy.
Little demon should not make fun of big man.
As you continue to back away. Minute passes, getting further away. At about 2 minutes, you've made it back to the edge of the woods, and you feel the sense of dread just leave your body. Your face is sweating profusely, like you've got pit stains, and you feel almost exhausted from the fear.
Vogel's gonna look down at Sam and is like, "What was that? Do you have any idea?"
You do my baseball.
I need you, my memo.
Something terrifying, see?
I'm about to do something real dumb. Vogel is just going to scream at the top of his lungs, run
Okay.
towards the door, and try to smash it with his hands.
All right. Give me an athletics check to see how quick you get up to speed. Oh, yeah. At first, it's like watching a steam engine get going. First foot, boom, 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 and you are coming full on. Euleia, and that name I still can't remember. Do you move out of the way?
Absolutely, Euleia moves out of the way.
Basically, when Vogel's at a full run, he's almost got like a Naruto run. He's going into this thing head first.
All right, and doom, 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 boom! And this time, you actually see the imprint of his head on the invisible barrier, and it looks stoned where he's impacted. It cracks go out in every possible direction. Give us a con save to see how you deal with the concussion.
15.
I have a question.
Okay.
Could I cast Create or Destroy Water on the clouds?
On what?
The clouds to make it stop raining.
That would be outside of the range of.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Good thought, though. Vogel, as your head bounces off, you fall back on your large derriere, and you're just kind of holding the side of your head like, oh. And when you look up, the cracks and the impact are gone. Now, to turn back around to Sam inspecting the door. Investigation.
Whoa.
That was a low roll.
Yeah, I know. It's a plus 13. Jesus Christ.
You take your hands and you place it against this invisible barrier, and strangely enough, you can feel the cracks in the door that were put there by Vogel's head and Maul. And as you're feeling around, you find a brass knocker. All right, you knock once. You watch the barrier shimmer. You knock a second time. You watch as it, instead of just shimmering, you see a stone door. Then you see it flash back to the interior behind it. On the third knock, the stone door in front of you solidifies and swings open, revealing the room that you previously saw. Voila.
Vogel not thinking, it's just gonna like, ooh, dry, and he's gonna stand up and walk in. Not even thinking about it.
You step inside and we'll go back over the description. A small room with moss-covered walls that appear to have odd symbols painted and carved into the masonry. In the center is a small altar with a stone arm extending from it like a gauntlet. The stone arm has a hand on the end with something blue grasped firmly in its fist.
Euleia's gonna go investigate the thing in its fist.
All right.
Vogel doesn't care about anything. He's just happy that he's now dry.
They really don't give a shit about none of this. What's going on?
No, you don't care.
As you look at this blue thing in the gauntleted arm, you see that it is a quite sizable sapphire gem, and it is grasped firmly in its fist.
She's gonna try to take it out of its fist.
All right, give me a strength check. You pull on the hand. You try pulling the individual fingers, and nothing.
She's gonna turn to Vogel and go, hey, big guy, you wanna try to get those out for me? And then she's gonna step away.
What do you want the pretty blue rock for?
Could be worth something. I'll give you half if you can get it out.
Okay. Vogel would like to try.
A sensible
And remove
man
that.
with the strength of Vogel would say, "Why not me kill you, me take all." Vogel dumb. Half of something's
Vogel
better than all of nothing.
Exactly.
Cool dumb.
Vogel smart like dump truck. What do you want, a strength test?
Yeah.
Check, bud?
This is straight strength.
Not save.
You,
Not
with your
great.
Goliath hands, you wrap them around and you just pull and you pull. Nothing happens.
This tower's horse shit.
Yes, but it is dry horse shit.
Vogel's then just gonna knock on the stone. Go, hello, move.
Open sesame. Nothing happens.
Vogel wants shiny
Euleia's
rock.
gonna cast Open Sesame.
Nothing happens.
Lizard man. Check.
Lizard man, check.
I suppose I can.
Vogel will give half of his half to Lizard man.
Take a look at it. You want to investigate? Is that what you're trying to do? All right. Roll them beautiful dice. Look at the whole statue. Okay. There's honestly not much to it. It's really just the stone hand holding the gem. You don't see any levers or any buttons or any writing or anything on the statue itself. Same roll.
Oh.
Bop it up, bop, bop.
Euleia's gonna
Yeah, you
look
can do an Arcana check.
Euleia's gonna look at Quavnolf and go, "Colorful one. You don't talk much, do you?"
No, I really don't.
You kind of you look at it and you know you can tell there's not an immediate mechanical means readily available here, but you also don't really, you're not sure what's going on with this. Yeah, your rolls have been shit. Luckily it's been stuff you're strong in. Sam needs to throw them dice away.
Vogel's just gonna pipe up. He's like, "Wait, I remember one time I was in a town and someone got me to pull their finger. I'm gonna do the same thing." So he's gonna pull the index finger on the hand.
Streak check.
When
13.
he does, Euleia makes a fart.
A hole in the ceiling begins gushing green gas. And I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
We all die. The end.
You have pretty thoroughly inspected the statue itself, and you guys have found nothing.
Euleia's
Vogel-
gonna look to see if there's any other way, maybe up the tower.
You see no doors, no stairwells, no cubby holes. Just the walls around you.
Awesome.
If you forgot, the 2 times I told you there's stuff on the walls.
I guess I'll investigate what's on the walls.
All right, Sam and Euleia, give me an investigation check.
Okay. Is this information about fae, fiends, or undead?
Oop.
Cool.
Better than 5. Ooh, 19, baby, for a total of 32.
I thought my 22 was kind of cool.
It was good until it hold my beer.
22 is good. 32 is like next tier. Which you aren't an inquisitive rogue. Get out of here. All right, so here we go. The seemingly random images on the walls are actually a variety of repeated motifs depicting all sorts of birds, bovine creatures, skeletal warriors, hands, the sun, the moon cycle, and pyramids, all scattered around the small room and displayed in no apparent order. However, Sam notices that the strange symbols interspersed between, there are 5 of which. Oh, that there are 5 of each of the images. I'm sorry. So that's birds, bovines, skeletal warriors, hands, the sun, moon cycle, and pyramids. And there's 5 of each of them.
Euleia's just gonna mutter, "What the fuck?" And she's gonna turn to Sam and go, "Do you know what any of this means?"
I mean, I'd explain it. The seemingly random images, there are 5 of each of these. Let me think a moment. I have to do that, or I can't get into his voice. It's weird. It's totally.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Here's looking at you, kid.
Ma.
What's funny is it sounds like a Minecraft villager.
Ma.
And then there's a.
Now I want to put a Sam in the campaign I'm working on.
Sakura holds all rights and intellectual
Oh.
property of Sam. 5 of each.
I'll make a mass then.
I will actually copy what's there so that you can all of them.
Where are you gonna post it, bud? Okay. Bird, bovine, creature, scalp, hands, the sun, the moon, cycle, and pyramid.
Can I cast Commune with Nature?
With nature? Sure.
I'll allow
You know what? Being a non-interested third party, I'll allow it. I'll just tell you now, this is the easiest puzzle in the town.
Vogel sees the bird and he's gonna go birdie and he's gonna go up and try to pet it.
I like this. You are expecting a stone wall with a few layers of paint on it, but as your hand comes over it, it almost feels as if the bird goes 3-dimensional. You can even feel the plumage, and you even swear you feel the bird's heartbeat.
Vogel's just gonna smile and laugh because he absolutely loves animals, and he's like, you'd think with this big lumbering idiot would be like a bull in a china shop, but he's very gentle with the bird, and he's just loving petting the birdie.
As
Can
you're
you
petting
lay
the bird, it slowly falls back into it.
Mm-hmm.
Could you, Leia, see him petting the bird?
A perception check.
Okay, great. I'm so good
What
at these.
What happened when I casted Commune with Nature?
Oh, you didn't tell me. I don't even know what that.
It. Let me pull it up. It says I truly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. In the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of the land within 3 miles of you. In caves and other natural underground settings, the radius is limited to 300 feet. The spell doesn't function where nature has been replaced by construction section, as in dungeons and towns.
Okay.
I don't think I've gone inside yet.
You haven't gone inside yet?
I do not think I have.
Okay, do you want to go inside before or after you do?
After.
Okay, so you... I'll do it to you this way. You are casting Commune with Nature as you're stepping in, and as you feel your senses and your communal tie to the earth itself spread out around you, you feel the trees and the crickets and the cicadas and the birds in the trees. And the small rodents, you feel them all cowering from the rain, hiding, waiting, and as you step through the doorway, you feel it all become combined to this 15-foot room, and you feel this, like with the bird and Vogel, you feel like there's no real nature in here, but you can feel the what is the word? The lively nature of the magic in the room. There we go. I knew I'd do it. Proud of me.
I'm proud of you too.
And Eulea, you don't see shit. You're too busy picking the dirt out from under you.
I'm just gonna look over at Sam and say, "Dude, there was bird here. There was a bird here. It's gone now, but I want it back."
As you reach out pointing, you almost feel it's almost like the bird nuzzles its head against your fingertip. Sam reaches out, placing his hand along the back of the cow, and you feel the rough fur. And in your head, you almost hear. "Moo."
Do I hear that
No,
as well? No. Okay, it's just in his head. Okay.
you're kind of hearing the chittering chirps of a bird.
Yeah, Vogel's just happy. He's got like a shit-eating grin on his face. He's just happy playing with the birdies.
Quavnolf will look over at him and with a confused look on his face and say, "What are you doing? Why are you so happy?"
You see Vogel and Sam petting the two-dimensional paintings on the wall. You don't see them popping out as 3D images like they do when they're interacting.
Vogel's just gonna he's got like his right hand. He's like he got his finger out, trying to get the bird to perch on his finger, and then he's gonna reach out with his left hand. He said, "Come here, dragon boy. Look."
And you watch as the little bird hops off the wall, and you feel its little bitty talons across your fingertip. They tickle a little bit.
And Vogel's gonna reach into his pack and grab a little bit of ration and put it on his left hand and try to feed it to the bird.
Vogel sees the bird grab the piece of the ration, and you see it just chomping before it swallows it. Everybody else sees the piece of the ration hit the floor.
Quavnolf will say to I'm trying to remember her name. I already forgot it.
Eulea?
Eulea, yeah. He will look over at Leia, can't speak, and ask her, "What shrooms did they eat while I was outside?"
She's gonna shake her head because she has no idea.
With that perception check, she didn't even know what the hell you're talking about. Not a word, not a clue.
Not a
Vogel's just gonna where the wall is. He's gonna. Where were the birds at on the wall, Bama? Was it on this wall? Or...
There are 5 birds interspersed around the room. They seem random. Like the placement is random.
Okay, I'll just go. I'll be right
Yeah.
here. But now he's gonna back up against the wall, sitting, he's sitting on the floor, and he's just sitting there and he's petting the bird. He's got his finger out and he's literally just softly petting the birdie.
And out of character, for the record, this is the DM embellishing what's going on to try to shepherd you towards something.
I'm playing in Vogel how he's supposed to be playing.
I'm just letting y'all know. Sam says, "Man, let's try everyone. Touch a bird. Grab a bird."
Yulia's confused by what he means, but she goes and touches the nearest bird.
And you just like with Vogel, you feel its plumage under your hand, and you're momentarily taken back, like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" And you watch as the bird kind of animates in a 3. This is so cool. Weird, but cool. But outside of the brief moments of animation, nothing happens.
Yulea, she saw the moon cycle on the walls, right?
Yep.
She's gonna pipe up and say, maybe we need to touch all of the moon cycle or something. I really have no idea how to solve this.
Has everyone touched a bird yet?
Yep, everyone touched a bird. Nothing happened.
Quavnalt has not. He's just standing back being confused.
Yeah, you're totally missing something, and
Is it terribly obvious?
it's a face palm. Like,
I mean, I'm playing Vogel like a dummy because he's supposed to be kind of
no,
a
that's fair.
brute. He's just enthralled with the birdie, so he's no help to you guys. I'm sorry.
Can
Yes.
I make an investigation?
Give me a naked intelligence check, Sam. And everybody
Alright.
get ready for the face palm. I guess Sakura's getting naked. I didn't mean make the roll while naked. I meant just to. All right. You look at the wall, you look at the statue, you notice the statue is of a hand, and you see the 5 hands on the wall, and you wonder, As you're reaching out for one of the hands, you feel it almost high five you. And since Qualnath is not touching anything and is more observant, I would like a perception check for you. Da, da.
18.
You're looking around the room, watching everybody touch varying different things, and as you watch as Sam reaches for the hand, and you notice that the statue in the middle of the room, the pinky in a creaking uncurling begins to open.
Oh, what? No. I'll let him get dragged.
Everyone give me a hand. Touch a hand, see?
Vogel's gonna reluctantly, put the bird back to where it was, and he'll find the closest hand to touch it.
Coincidentally, it's right next to the bird.
Okay, in that case, with one hand, he's gonna keep the bird on his little finger, and with his other hand, he's gonna touch the hand and nuzzling the bird on his nose.
And you feel the stone hand high five you. Psh. And Qualnath is watching as the ring finger begins to just creakily open up, and now the pinky and the ring finger are open.
You. Quavnalt is going to go to. Wait. Am I muted?
No?
Oh. Why can I never remember this? Weird.
Leia?
No, not Eulea.
Oh. Sam? Vogel?
Vogel. He's going to go up to Vogel and tap him on the shoulder and be like,
how tall are you?
Yeah, you're tapping him on the hip.
You're basically patting my butt, bud. It's okay, we play sports.
And that makes it okay.
Exactly. I'm just gonna look down. Look, Dragon Man, birdie, and I'm gonna stick up my finger where the bird is apparently perched.
And he sees none of this.
Donald is just gonna push away his finger a bit and be like, no idea what you're seeing, but can you not see the fingers moving on that
And as
thing on the
he
wall?
points it out to you, you notice that the pinky and ring finger.
Oh, you should touch a hand. Maybe we can get it open. Then I can get stone, and I will give you a quarter of my half.
Wouldn't that be a quarter of the half you still have left?
My math is right.
Oh, I got you there. Okay.
Blobmouth is just gonna walk back to where he was before and just keep observing what's going on.
Okay.
Noticing that, Vogel's going to get excited and go and touch another hand.
Okay.
All right. As you step over to a different hand, the ring finger begins to close back up, and as you reach out and touch one of the hands on the wall, you watch as the index finger. So,
Aww.
Can Eulea see this?
perception.
Hopefully it's better than a 1.
Hey, you quit cleaning the dirt off from under your finger. Yeah, you can kind of you hear it more than see it, and then as it catches your attention, you turn and you notice the pinky and it's currently holding the sapphire in the rock symbol.
Eulea's gonna call out to the group. Everyone touch a hand.
That's what Sam already said.
And she's gonna start touching a hand.
Okay. There are now 3 hands being pushed. You're pushing a different one, so you would be pushing the point. What the hell finger is that?
Middle or pointer?
What is the second finger?
The pointer finger?
No, the pointer and index are the first finger.
The
Ring?
middle finger?
The useless finger begins to open, and now only thing holding is the ring and the thumb.
The pinky?
I'm just going to look over at Quagnall, or whatever the hell his name was. Go touch the thing I was touching.
Blobmouth is just gonna facepalm and be like, this is not a good idea.
Too late. Sam's already done something.
Sam, Mage hand begins to float out and touch the one nobody's touched yet, and the thumb opens.
Are you going to grab the gem?
No.
The gem is still grasped by its ring finger.
Dragon Boy, come on, touch the thing. Touch the butt.
Ring finger.
My butt.
You're going to touch it or not?
No.
Come on, kid. No. Okay, well. Thus ends today's episode.
So, how far away am I from the other hand? By any chance? Like, could Vogel, with his arms stretched out, touch
5
one
feet.
hand? So I could probably touch
Yep.
with my other hand, right? Yeah, I'm going to do that.
And as you touch the last one, you watch as the ring finger opens, and there is a very audible click. And the hand rotates slightly.
Does the gem appear free now?
It is laying in the palm of the hand.
Vogel would like to go over and grab the gem.
As you pick up the gem, you hear the stone door to the outside slam closed, and you can't see through.
Blobmouth will just say, God, I knew something like this was going to happen.
What happened? Vogel's rich now and doors closed. We're
You
not.
feel
we're dry.
a draft coming from the low ceiling above. Being as how you're as tall as the ceiling.
Is there like an opening that I can see?
perception. That'll be fine. Where's your sense of adventure, Sue?
18.
Yeah, you follow the feel of the draft, and you see a 3 square foot hole wall, a 3 square foot hole in the ceiling.
Well, there's no way in hell that Vogel's fitting through that. He's gonna look over at Sam, who probably is just big enough. Say, look, Holo, if I lift you up, can you go through it?
You know what's funny? Every time someone decides to go with a Goliath in one of my parties, this kind of shit happens every time. It happened with Kitty when she was a Goliath. Oh, I can't get through there.
Let's get the little tiny one. Then the little one dies.
If I know anything about the little one, I'll give Sam a hand up to the hole.
I can certainly do so. And as you hoist Sam up, Sam, you peek through the floor. This room is the same size as the one below, but its contents are much different. Though the floor and ceiling seem to be made of stone, the walls in this room look as if they simply do not exist. The ceiling appears as if it's floating, and instead of walls, you can see outside to the area surrounding the tower. So you see the trees and the rain and everything else. Standing in the center of this room are 3 demonic-looking winged statues. Each brandish sinister-looking weapons and appear to be engaged in the middle of some savage battle. And you feel stone.
Vogel's just gonna yell, "What do you see, little lizard?"
Death, mayhem, and destruction, oh my.
Is Quaffnoff able to get through the hole too?
Certainly try.
I'll give him a boost.
And as Vogel boosts you, reach up through the opening and you feel it kind of stretch around you. Like it should have been a little tight of a squeeze for your shoulders, but you just kind of feel it adapt to accommodate you. And yeah, you're in there too. And you are going to look at a statue. Investigate, Sam.
I'll look over at Yalea and say, "Do you want that too, little one?"
I'll go ahead and give you the whole spiel since you're investigating him. One of the demons is depicted with a long snout and 2 backward curving horns. In its left hand, it is clasping a brilliant gold-colored gem, and in its right, the demon is brandishing a large spiked flail. Depicted as rushing toward this first demon is a second statue of a bald-headed creature with a single eye and a massive, wide-open mouth with deadly-looking fangs. In its left hand, it holds a bright orange and red-colored ruby and is shown to be posed in mid-strike with a sword made of glowing flame gripped firmly in its right. The third statue shows yet another demon, though this one appears to have 3 eyes and a single jagged horn protruding from the center of its forehead. Its left hand is outstretched and empty, but it holds a triple-forked trident in its right hand that is aimed toward the one-eyed demon's head.
Do I know what any of these creatures are? Except the demon, obviously.
They're all demons.
Oh.
All right, Sam ties a rope around the horn of the first one and drops it down the hole. Go ahead with your question.
Oh, I was gonna ask if I knew Like, are they all just one kind of demon, or are they like different kinds?
They're all slightly different in their characteristics.
Okay. Guess we're gonna wait for you, Layla, to get back.
You la la ya ya la.
Ow, my elbow. My phone is messing and charging. Because it's. Thank you.
It was charging.
But
You
then
gave
it
it to
wasn't.
me like 10%. So you messed with
It just said 10%. I did not mess with it.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Never.
What are we doing? Rope falls through the floor. Eulea and Vogel are down below.
I offered Yulia a boost up through the hole if she can get through.
Euleia's gonna go up.
All right, you pop through and see all of the stuff I described.
And Vogel's gonna just like he thinks like with the size of the hole that he sees, he doesn't think he's gonna fit. So he's just basically gonna try to boost himself up to fit his head through.
All right. So you reach your arm up and you grab one side of the hole and try to pull yourself up in a one-arm pull-up. And you notice as you pull yourself through, the hole kind of expands and you're able to get both your shoulders through, and you throw your other arm up and you're kind of holding yourself up on your elbows and you're like, hole fit.
Yeah, and I'll pull myself up all the way through.
And you pull yourself up and the hole shrinks back to its 3-foot size. You didn't think I could figure out how to get you through there, did you?
It works.
It's a fucking mage's tower. Of course it's
Exactly.
magical.
Exactly. Okay.
It popped him
Well,
out like
when
it popped him out
and
like
just-
giving birth.
For argument's sake, I did pocket that gem, so I have it on me.
Correct. Sam
Okay.
says, look at that view.
That's not Sam's accent.
Look at that view.
There you go.
Sam pulls his rope.
I'm just gonna like Vogel's enamored with the wall, like, oh, this is so cool. Like I could see through and I see outside. He's like, and then he's like, he gives the finger to the rain. He's like, ha, you can't get me wet now. Ha ha ha.
cast create water. Cast create.
Stop telling me to cast create water on him.
Cast create water on him.
Oh my god.
Sam shakes his head.
Wait, hold on. First of all, let me ask this. Can I cast detect magic on the gem?
Which gem?
The one that Vogel has.
It's currently in his pocket.
I will ask for him to show quick.
Vogel's just gonna shrug his shoulders, reach in and pull and hold the gem down so he can see it.
Euleia's gonna pipe up and say, "Don't steal it, you fucking maggot."
Wow.
Not vocal to Quaffnel.
Qualfenolf is just gonna look over at Leia and say, "Why do you think I'm trying to steal it? Where would I take it?"
Sam does have plus 16 sleight of hand.
Ooh.
All right, so you pull the gem out and you are casting detect magic on it.
Yes.
The gem itself is not magical, but as your detect magic spreads through the room, you feel an aura of magic around all three of the demons.
I have a distinct feeling they're going to be unmade of stone when we do this.
Do what, little man?
Rothnalk will just look at him and say, that gem doesn't have any magic value, but if you go to a place where you can sell it, you could probably get a good amount.
That's the plan. And you're not gonna get a quarter of my half now.
Lily's gonna hold out her hand to Vogel and say, "Can I have that back now?"
No,
I'll make
Vogel
sure-
got
I'll
it.
make sure nobody will undercharge it or will pay less than it's worth.
Vogel will hold on to this. Vogel will make sure you get your half.
Is this the fucking the ring, the one ring that rules them all? What the fuck? What is
No,
going
Eulea's-
on here?
Anyways, Euleia's gonna go and investigate the stupid little statues.
Okay. What are you trying to answer?
What the fuck is up with them? Why does this kid think they're magical? I don't find out jack
Do
shit,
you
by the way.
explain yourself?
No. She's gonna poke and prod at him.
Oh,
Yep, these are definitely made of stone. Definitely.
Sam is assisting. So
Why'd you pick that?
Y'all go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll
Are you
just
trying?
with the foot. You could probably roll again, Euleia, since Sam is assisting. He's probably giving you advantage.
Unfortunately, I'm sure you're wondering, it's not a map. And as soon as I bought it and realized only half the floor,
I would be too.
I can fix that. Oh, and I meant to tell you, we're not gonna be able to do it. It's impossible. Good news, bad news. More D&D. Yay.
Yay!
Yay!
29. Can't you roll better than that, Sam?
Can't
Get
you roll
good,
better
Richard.
than that?
Can't you roll better than that? I
One
don't
of the
think.
loser rolls a 16.
All right. I will re-describe them to you and try to see if I can figure it out. Help you figure it out. One of the demons is depicted with a long snout, two backward curving horns. Its left hand clasping a brilliant gold-colored gem, and in its right, the demon is brandishing a large spiked flail. Depicted as rushing towards the first demon is a second statue of a bald-headed creature with a single eye and a massive wide-open mouth with deadly-looking fangs. In its left hand, it holds a bright orange and red-colored ruby and is shown to be posed in mid-strike with a sword made of glowing flame, gripped firmly in its right. The third statue shows yet another demon, though this one appears to have 3 eyes and a single jagged horn protruding from the center of its forehead. Its left hand is outstretched and empty, but it holds a triple-forked trident in its right hand that is aimed towards the one-eyed demon's.
Are the gems like lined up with each other?
No.
I was gonna see if I could do something by like manipulating the light or something.
Family shop.
No, you.
Vogel's gonna see that spike flail and try to take it.
By the description of that thing could probably do a lot of damage.
Okay.
That's why he likes it.
Give us a strength check.
Strength check. Oh my god.
You pull, and you were trying to remove the flail. You pull on the stone flail, and you hear a crack, but nothing.
Ogle's gonna get mad again and rage on this goddamn thing. So somebody better figure out how to animate these statues or something.
Euleia's gonna reach for the gold-colored gem and try to take it.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
24?
You put everything you have in your body towards pulling this. You place both of your feet firmly against the demon and you're pulling and pulling and nothing happens.
Euleia's gonna turn to Vogel and say, why don't you take your hammer and try to destroy its arm, but not its hand? And then she's gonna step away for him to do his thing.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna take up my maul and do exactly what she just said.
So you're matching their stances?
Yep.
Nothing happens.
I would like to investigate if there's like anything on the roof.
If there's anything to what?
On the roof.
Okay. Give us a check for that.
What dice would that be?
You said you wanted to investigate. Investigate.
I rolled a nat 1.
You see a stone roof. I mean, you see the roof is floating.
Does he really? Or does he see it on top of his nose?
No, he cannot see his nose.
Oh, okay, that's good to hear.
I mean, I'm wearing my mask, so.
That is true. You are wearing a plague doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Herbs and shit stuff
Yeah.
inside of it?
I do.
Okay.
That's why I put on the plague doctor mask.
I don't know, maybe you thought it looked cool.
Well, no, he made that mask.
How was I supposed to?
Mm-hmm. By
Sam,
asking?
come to the rescue. What do we do? Euleia's gonna go try to touch the walls that aren't there.
Sam is pacing and quietly muttering to him. See, demons, gems, outstretched hands. Sam, give me an investigation check for fuck's sake. You look at the first demon, it's holding a gem. You look at the second demon, it's holding a gem. You look at the third demon, it's not holding a gem, and the previous two gems look to be about the same size as the blue one that is in Vogel's pocket.
No!
So I'm dying.
Yeah, we could get that.
Put the gem in its hand, see? And something will happen, see?
See?
Vogel's just gonna look sad, but the lizard hasn't, stir him wrong yet. So, gonna take the gem out of his pocket, put it in the hand of the demon.
And you watch as one by one the fingers and the thumb close around the gem. You swear you feel this resonation just come from the center of the room and just spreads out. You have completed part 1 of the puzzle.
Part 1! Euleia's gonna try to touch the wall. That isn't there.
You feel stone.
Just stone? Don't feel anything else on it?
Nope.
Okay, so after I put the gem in, I felt. What did you say? It was like a.
Like this resonation come from the center of the room. It's just whoom.
Okay.
Imagine an invisible shockwave that's gentle in nature.
Okay, so now that I've done that, can I do a perception check to see if anything in the room has changed because of that?
Absolutely, and someone can assist.
Let me hit perception
I'm
here.
not gonna name names or anything. Now
seemingly nothing visually has changed.
Okay. Nothing like nothing with a demon's demeanor have changed
Nope,
or anything
nothing.
like that. Okay. Okay.
Are the statues like pointed in a triangle, like in the center of the room?
They are laid out exactly how I described them and posted it. They're I mean, you could probably picture them in some kind of Mexican standoff looking layout. I almost feel like there should have been a riddle or something to go with it.
So okay.
You can certainly try.
I'm over here trying to stack dice.
I would say just a basic strength check. A little help, big guy. That's basically Sam saying, "Hey, I want to give you advantage, and you make the rolls since you're the strong one."
Euleia's also strong.
What does she want me to do?
Roll a strength check, and I'm
Got
guessing Sam's assisting, so with advantage. Wow.
14
Okay.
was my best. Yeah, that was kind of shit.
You wrap your big girthy arms around the statue, and you twist, and you watch his biceps flex, and the vein pops out, and it begins to shift just ever so slightly, but nothing else happens.
Euleia's gonna tell him to step aside, and she's gonna try.
Okay. And
7.
you don't seem like as imposing a figure as Vogel, but you step up, you wrap your arms around it, and you flex, you lock your fingers into each other, and you begin to twist, biceps bulging, and you turn it just ever so slightly, but nothing happens. I guess that's not it.
Euleia's gonna step back and say, "It could be it. Maybe we have to push them all into a certain direction."
Okay.
Can Clognoth try and do what Euleia said or just said
Turn one of them, sure.
with his ring of telekinesis? To turn them out all at once.
All right. Let me find the ring.
I get to cast the telekinesis spell at will. Oh, I can only target that are being worn or carried. Never mind.
It says creatures or objects.
Or does it also say that?
So maybe
It also says one target.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, but you can affect the same target round after round or choose a new one at any time. You couldn't do it simultaneously, but you could do them separately. Let's try. Okay, you'll have to, because these are stone, I'm going to classify them with huge. So you're going to have to roll a d20 and add your spellcasting modifier.
Oh,
add
What's your
Thir-
plus your modifier?
His modifier is 5, so it's a 13.
Okay.
No, I rolled a 3. That's what I was doing.
Oh wow. Okay.
Then why'd you say 5?
You are unable to move
I said
the
8.
statue.
Sounds about right.
I'm just trying to figure something out, but my brain's not comprehending it here. So one of the demons is depicted with a long snout, 2 black wickers, and on the left hand is a golden gem.
Well, and it should be obvious to everybody involved now that the crystals are a major component
Yeah.
of the puzzle.
That's what I'm trying to figure. So I assume that each one of those crystals are now firmly in the grasp and
Yes.
cannot be removed.
And one is golden in color, one is fiery red in color, and one is watery blue in color.
You know, the 3 elements: water, fire, and piss.
Oh my god.
How do you working on your body, though?
You're absolutely the worst, Munchie, but you're not wrong. You could have said butter. You could have said
piss is right.
gold. No,
No,
piss.
this is right.
Could have said
What could I have said, Alex?
The amber liquid of man.
sky yellow.
When is the sky yellow?
Sunset.
That's orange.
Ooh. Yeah,
Sometimes it's
shades
yellow.
of yellow. Gotcha.
You
Okay,
later
so
say to Sam, maybe we need to make 1 attack 3, like in the Mexican standoff. Except she doesn't have that last part because I don't think she would know about a Mexican standoff.
I like that logic, Yulea, but it's obvious at this point moving the statues is not the way to go.
okay, so
What is there?
gold coin, yeah, right hand. So these demons are fighting each other, is what I'm understanding. And it's all like they're... Because one is striking with its sword, and it's made of flame. And the third is striking the one-eyed demon with a trident.
Hey, quick question.
Quick answer.
Is the door out of here locked?
It's just a hole in the floor. No.
No, I mean, like, to the next level. Sorry, I worded it.
You don't see a door.
I was just gonna say, is there anyone that knows any fire spells or anything?
I
Or
have
actually,
Hellish
do I
Rebuke.
Well, I can't make an inanimate object hit you.
I do have a tinderbox. Could
Oh,
I take
sure.
that and try to light a fire? Just a second.
Yes, that's exactly how that item works.
On
Why do you spider climb?
I'm gonna try to light the
Spider
flaming
climb.
sword. See what happens.
Okay, you take the striker and you go sk sk. Nothing happens to the sword, but as you're manipulating the striker, you see the red crystal begin to just lightly, and I mean faintly, just it pulse. Boom, boom, boom. Every time you strike it, it goes boom.
I want to do the same thing, but on the crystal.
Same thing happens.
Okay.
And as you're doing this, Sam takes his canteen out and pours water on the blue crystal, and it lights up with a brilliant blue light, strong and steady.
Okay. With my tinderbox, I would like to create a fire, like just a small fire.
You now in a tinderbox, in addition to flint and steel, you should have what would be
Like-
classified as tinder, which would be dry straw or lint or something like that. So
Yeah,
yes.
something to get a fire going. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'd like to do that and just place that on the red stone.
Okay, so you take a small bit of tinder out of your box and the striker, and you go sk sk. and just a tiny little flame goes, and then the red crystal lights up with a brilliant red light, strong and steady.
Well, and then on the last gem, I'd like to pull down my trousers and piss on it.
Nothing happens.
Okay, well, there's a shot.
Nope.
Okay,
Fuck
so what?
Everyone listening though is mortified.
Okay, huh. I'm trying to think what the hell gold would be. I guess.
Wait. Is the floor here made of like cobblestone as well as the one below it?
Sure.
Could you, Leia, grab one of the stones and place it on the other gem? Would that be possible?
To chip a stone out of the floor? Sure.
Okay. What do you want me to
How are you removing it? And I'll tell you what you got to do.
I guess with my hands.
All right, give me an unarmed strike.
Cool.
Damn.
29.
Oh, shit.
And as you're doing this mundane thing, Sam puts a gold coin on the gold gem, and the gem lights up in a bright gold color.
Yeah, there you go.
And
So-
the gold
so
coin now smells like piss. And it is quite obvious that Vogel is one of those rare Goliaths that pee smells funny because he eats asparagus. All right, as you see all three of the gems lit up in their bright, brilliant colors. Roll for initiative.
I love it. Make sure you touch yourself.
I got a 21.
That little turd rolled higher than me.
Oh, for the first time in my D&D career, or my DMing career, the NPC rolled a nat 20 on initiative. This ought to be fun.
Amazing.
Oh, God.
Let's add
That's beautiful.
Quagmire.
Quagmire?
From Family Guy?
Yeah, I haven't seen his name in like 2 hours, so I forgot what it actually.
Quagnolf.
He rolled a 21.
Welcome in, Gert.
Tiger.
Tiger.
Gertrude.
Gertrude.
And boom. All right, so what happens when the third one lights up is the statues begin to animate and take on the shape of imps. They're not happy to be
Are they
third.
hot?
I can't.
Are they hot though?
No,
Oh my
God.
God.
Well, I guess I did.
Do they have weakness against water?
Well, if you were a monk with extract aspects, you could find out.
Wouldn't that be crazy if you were, huh?
All right. And so the imp here is going to fly down. Avnith? No?
Quagnolf. Quagnolf.
And it is
Hi.
going to.
As it does this, can I cast Animal Friendship?
No, you're in initiative order. You can't do nothing.
Okay.
Not to mention, it's not an animal.
The description is, it lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm.
It is going to lash out with claws. The 14 hit.
A 14. No, it is not. Yes.
Okay, you are taking 4 piercing. Constitution.
That's 6, right? Or is that 9?
He rolled 9.
Rolled a 9. What's his?
No. He rolled a 6, but his modifier is +3, so he got a 9.
Okay, so you're also taking 14 poison damage.
God, wonderful.
So that's a total of 18.
8.
As much as I hate to, we're going to have to take a momentary break. This pause in our action is brought to you by Geek Media Network.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go pee.
Same.
Okay, have fun, Colby.
I shall.
L.
That's not nice, Munchie.
You're not nice. You'll deal. That's crazy. L. Yeah, an hour and a half, actually. An hour and a half, actually. That's why it doesn't feel like an hour, because it wasn't an hour. This kid. Any of y'all know any children? They're the worst, aren't they? What did soccer have to say? Oh. That's crazy. They do go great with ketchup. But, that changes whether or not they are boneless.
What did I come back to?
We're just talking about consuming kids, whether or not they're boneless. What condiments do you go with them if they
Why
are
wouldn't
boneless?
they? Why would they be boneless?
You wholesome child.
Confusion. I am confusion. I've taken Munchie Seal hostage. Dad. Bama. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go to his room then. I'll be. I'm suing Munchie. I'm suing you, by the way. You made me ask. Why are they called boneless children then? Wait, how would they be great with ketchup?
It wouldn't be great ketchup. In our ketchup. It's too salty in there.
Lord save me, please.
He's asking questions he doesn't want the answer to, and then he's getting upset when he gets the answer.
I'm being told to ask them, so. Munchie, you're typing. Waluigi.
Where's Coley?
Had to pee.
I don't know where Coley is.
I'm back.
Coley is.
Welcome back, Coley.
I had to start the laundry. Sorry. Well, I didn't have to, but
Of course you did.
Munchie called you Coley.
I did not call him Coley.
That's what it sounded like.
Coley.
I don't know.
Definitely
Apparently
Coley.
you.
My brother's name is Colin.
I've taken Munchie Seal hostage.
What the fuck?
It's
Mom and
adorable.
Dad were real original when they named their sons. Colby,
True.
Colin.
Wait, Colby's your real name?
Yeah, Colby. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What did you think it was,
Oh,
Colbus?
Munchie, your real name is?
No, I just thought that Colby was like a gamer tag or something.
Nope.
I didn't
So
know what your
did
real
I.
name was.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Colby. Yeah.
Definitely confident that people won't dox you. No, I'm kidding. Anyways.
It's funny though. Like the only time I've ever heard the name Colby used, it's been used 4 times in my little village. There's one guy a year older than me, Colby, same name. Guy the same age as me, Colby, same name, and a guy my cousin married Colby, but his is with a K.
Weirdo.
You're younger than me. Yeah, it's weird.
Weirdo.
You live in a village?
Yeah.
In
Get with the
Canada.
program. Everybody knows that.
I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure this is my first time talking to Colby.
No,
Yeah.
Exactly. Give
Pet
the
a
little
Kodiak.
fella.
I would like to not pet a Kodiak. Just saying.
why not?
I don't know. I think it'd be all right.
And petting a bear? No, I'm good, bro.
Don't be a pussy.
But they're fluffy.
They have murder mittens.
Murder me.
They have the right to bear arms.
I've heard that joke before, but it's still funny. The top is on. Why'd you get scared?
Your son's threatening.
Yeah, at least it's not Colleen.
Colleen.
I'm apparently threatening Munchie by pretending to stab them with a pen that has a lid on it.
Hi, Sammy.
Calm down,
Threatening.
Jenny.
He's
Are
threatening.
you tired, baby? Are you tired, little
Cold in
girl?
this room.
I forgot to. Secondary screen.
I thought you knew.
I didn't say a thing because it's not my job. Love
He's
you,
got
buddy.
a point.
You don't have the right to bear arms. Let alone
I have the right to pass gas, though. Oh, that's a good fart. Phew!
Can I pour bleach into my ears?
That
No,
bow bump.
Can
is
we
going
get
right
back to
through me.
the game?
Yeah, let's do this shit.
Yeah, let's do
It's
this
your
shit.
go, buddy. It's your
It
go.
was my goal. Second imp, one that is on top of Vogel. Why am I forgetting? He's going to lash out with 2 claw attacks.
Okay.
It's conditional.
The first one, natural 20 for a total of 25. And
That
the
definitely
second one's a 23.
That also hits.
All right. So I'm going to need 2 con saves.
Boom and boom.
Cool.
19 and 28.
No poison damage, but you do take 6 piercing from the first one. 2, so 8 total piercing and 5 from the second one, so 13 total piercing damage.
Okay.
Third one's going to sneak over to Shamshi and 2 claw attacks. A 16 and a 9. Cool. Covenant. He's saying something different than the way it's spelled, so Sam skitters out of the way.
His name's Quavnal.
Quavnal. Your turn.
Oh, is it? Hold on. Bring up D&D Beyond.
Damn it.
Because apparently walked in the bathroom and wanted to die on me.
Yes, there's a guy on you. He is looking.
What?
He is looking for cuddles.
Okay.
I don't see a guy on.
Can't. You said that the
Oh, I see him on a completely different part of the map. There. Sorry.
Okay. Can I cast telekinesis on the imp?
How many times a day can you cast that from that ring?
It does not say. I do not believe, but it takes up a spell slot when I use it, right?
No, the ring of telekinesis would whatever's on. Let me go look at you.
I see it as one of his 5th level spells.
That's going to show like that. What the hell?
I don't see any charges on it. I just see that it's a 5th level spell.
That's all that it says.
And he has it attuned, so I don't.
Why am I having to do?
Because it's yours, I assume.
But you created this on your account. That's why.
Awkward.
I got my note keeper. He protects my notes. You made my dice fall.
Who's your meta?
I'm sorry. The ones that you let me use, knocked them over.
Right. I am trying to click on his fucking character. Thank you. Ring of telekinesis. It says at will. So okay, you want to try to move him back.
Can I throw him against the wall?
Up to 30 feet. And it would become restrained in grip.
Question: if he threw it backwards, would that give him an attack of
No.
opportunity?
They're not triggered by a magical means. I wouldn't. What are you doing? Loud
Sorry.
person.
I don't know who that is. That's not me.
It's me. I got a package from Amazon today, and I'm just opening it.
Oh, very nice.
Package reveal? Question mark.
I mean, it's just basically vitamins.
I
on
mean,
sale.
you can definitely move it back up against the wall, but I don't think you can use that to deal damage to it.
Hey,
But you
how far away is Vogel?
less than 15 feet because that's the size of the room.
Okay.
You can't go by that.
What's up,
I
little
was-
buddy?
Can I put the imp over next to Vogel?
Yes. Okay. So you're going to use your ring of telekinesis, cast a telekinesis to move the imp that's next to you, next to Vogel. And I'm going to say he has to make a strength check to withstand the restraints. He fails, so he is currently restrained, and you can use the action on your next turn to maintain the restraint.
I have a question. Since that thing comes over next to me, does that trigger an attack of opportunity to me or no?
No, that would be if you had Sentinel. Yes.
I do have Sentinel.
Do you really?
I do.
Make an attack.
I will attack with my. Where is it? Boo.
Master of combat.
Come through? No. Did it? Yes. No. It didn't. Now it does. Oh shit!
You miss.
No kidding. That was almost.
Actually, you know what happens? You swing the maul, missing the imp, and you smash the bird on the wall behind you, and there is 2D blood everywhere.
You son of a bitch! Why would you?
Blood.
Ooh, guys, I'm a cruel DM. I'm so cruel. And it was your favorite bird too.
My birdie!
Aw, the bird.
All right.
No.
Do you have a bonus action, Quavno? Or do you want to move anywhere or anything?
I would like to move over to behind Sam.
Here?
No, like
Here.
physically behind.
There's not room. It's not a huge room. You can move
Oh.
aside. You can't hide
Okay.
behind Sam.
Yeah. Well, not hide, but I wasn't trying to hide behind Sam.
You can stand over top of Sam. And yeah, we're not going. All right, anything else?
Is there anything else I can do?
I don't know. Bonus action.
Not sure where I see that.
Shillelagh is really the only bonus action you have.
Oh, that's a weapon.
And that would
I
be
believe.
if you have a wooden weapon in hand. It just makes them weapons.
Okay, never mind. Then that's
I
all.
mean, that's not the only thing. Ogle, you are surrounded by imps, one of which appears to be magically restrained.
Okay. All right. I am going to. This is the one that attacked me, right?
One on the right.
This one here. Okay. I'm super pissed at that one. So I'm going to go at it with my maul.
Okay.
26. That's for 13 bludgeoning damage.
Do it.
It's a maul. Use your imaginations, kids. It's basically he's just gonna come down on top of it, and it's just you're gonna hear a squish, and it's literally the way the bird was painted. It's now even more with this imp.
And as you watch as the maul comes down, compressing the imp between the maul and the floor, there's a hiss and a as it is jettisoned back to where devils, and demons, and imps come from.
And you said this one is restrained, right?
Yep.
Do I get advantage on that attack?
Sure do.
I will come at it with my maul then. No, not that. Shift. Yeah.
Any further description, or shall I just reiterate what just happened?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Seeing how fun it was to squish the previous imp, an evil grin crosses your face as you lift the maul high above your head and bring it down like the games at the funhouse. Bing! And it just out of existence.
And Vogel's gonna yell, "Ha imp jelly!" And I got 40 feet of movement, so I'm just going to plop my beautiful ass right down to here.
All right, corner of the room crowded. Yep.
Actually, no. We'll go to this side.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. And let me see here. Hold, please.
Whack a imp, right?
Whacking him to get some jelly.
Unfortunately, no jelly since they bamf back to their home dimension when they die.
Yeah.
Aw. I'd like to eat an imp.
You know what? That'll be
That
my.
would be very spicy.
That'll be your what?
That'll be it for me.
Eulea, excuse me. I did not mean to do that.
Eulea is gonna kind of grin and she's gonna spin her rapier on her, like in her hand before approaching.
I'm sorry, did you say rapier?
Yeah.
Rapier. French? What the?
Are you French? Yeah. Here, I'm going to take out my rapier.
Are you Farder Matufor?
She's going to attack. Does 15 hit?
It does. Roll for damage.
17.
And are you using a lunging attack or a slashing attack?
Slashing.
As you lunge forward, slashing in a kind of a Zorro, you watch as the imp bamps back to its home. There's other things that happen. What happened?
Is there like any jelly residue on her rapier?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Why are you saying it weird?
How do you say it?
Rapier.
Yeah, no.
I say
What if you're
rapier.
That's my water.
My water now. Put this in there.
Can you feel the love?
As the last imp disappears, a 12-pointed star inside of a square on the ground will begin to radiate with a bright white light.
All right.
What do you do?
I'm gonna, like a moth towards the light.
Ooh, light.
That's where Vogel's gonna go and check out.
And you watch as Vogel steps forward closer and closer to the lights, placing one foot onto it, placing a second foot onto it. Bamf! He's gone.
Eulea's gonna copy him and stand on it.
And bamf! Sam says, fuck this shit, drops through the hole and busts out the... Just kidding.
FTSIO.
FTSIO. FTSIO. They either teleported or they disintegrated. I don't see any ash, see? Sam shrugs and says, either way, I ain't gonna deal with this room no more. Bamf.
And then there was one.
Do you follow?
Yes, I do.
Step into the light and bamf. The four of you appear in a very odd place, one at a time. You're standing on a glowing platform that is identical to the one you stepped onto to teleport here. The room you are standing in is about twice as large as the two smaller rooms you have been in so far. That's approximately 30 feet by 30 feet. The room and certainly nonetheless strange. Immediately, you find that the air in this room is extremely hot and arid. It is well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and even trying to breathe seems suddenly laborious. The floor of this room is completely covered in fresh green grass, complete with flourishing flowers and even some weeds. The walls around the room depict a horrifying, realistic hellscape with a black night sky, bursting volcanoes, dancing pillars of flame, and gigantic skeletal creatures skulking about in the distance. The scenes on the walls are lifelike and moving. It almost seems as if you're peering out into some other terrible world. You suddenly spot something on the far wall moving very quickly towards you. Some sort of black and orange thing is charging directly at you. As it gets closer, you realize it's very large, demonic-looking horse with black skin, glowing red eyes. It has horrendous, smoking flames spewing from its neck and a fiery, burning mane. It looks as if it might come crashing right through the wall, but suddenly stops, rearing back, kicking its front legs violently. Black smoke billows off its hooves as it stomps them against the walls with obvious harmful intent. And that's where we're going to end today's episode. As you stare at that scary fucking horse. Like, I expected at
Yay.
least a gasp out of somebody. No reaction whatsoever.
I said that's sick.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I want it.
You see?
Somewhere Dermom is like, I want this horse. So what we'll do is, depending on Colby's work schedule, we'll pick a day next week that works. The 6th is out. Aftershocks has an eye appointment. So some other daytime next week. I mean, if you want to do, what is today next week? Next week is the 7th. Day works for you guys. We can just do this day.
I might need to go a little bit later. Just because I'll be waking up at 1 o'clock.
There's literally not an option for me. I have to be at work at 5. Like, I'm leaving now because I still have to eat, I have to shower, and all that kind of stuff.
I'm talking like a half hour. If you just give me 30 minutes to wake up, have a shower, get my shit together.
Yeah, we should be able to do that. Say good day, everybody.
Good day, everybody.
Everybody.
Thanks for stopping by.
Good day, everybody.
Bye.